got you for coming in today. My name is Professor Dr. Nick, and with me as always, my lovely assistant, Professor Dr. Echo. Unfortunately, Professor Dr. Galago couldn't be here today. We were out in the swamps of Louisiana studying Chytridium mycota, often called chytrids, and they're very unique among the fungi family tree. Motile stages in their life cycles. No other fungi have this trait. Chytridium mycota is the earliest phylum of fungi to evolve ever. Interestingly enough, our data confirms that Chytridium mycota reproduces asexually through the use of zoospores. The zoospores will build up and burst out of the sac and swim around until they find a desirable location, and then the zoospores will attach to its host, hold on tight, and then it will continue to grow cytoplasm, and the meiotic division occurs, and the cell will form an original wall around the original zoospore. Unfortunately for us, that's all the time we have today. I'm going to turn it over to my assistant who's out in the field doing more research, and I'll see you soon.
Hello, my name is Jesus Lopez, and I will be here to tell you guys where it can be found and some common examples. So let's get right into it. It is mostly found in fresh water or wet soils. It is mainly parasites of algae and animals. So the first common example would be dendropatitis, which has been shown to cause diseases in frogs and many other amphibians. It is known to kill and has also shown to cause some species to go extinct. It can be found on freshwater arthropods and algae, which obviously amphibians don't, like frogs, come in contact with the arthropods, and it spreads on them and keeps dividing and spreading and eventually infecting them and killing them. Now there is another common example called Synctrium. It's a disease affecting mainly plants, and the visible effects are usually known as false rust or wart disease. Now wart disease actually pops up on something that most of us have in our houses and that most of us enjoy, and that is the potato. The disease, the fungus, grows on the potato and eventually just takes it over, looking like one big wart. So now that potatoes are the ones being affected by the wart disease, leaves are the main ones affected by the false rust. It turns them like a real bronze color, eventually eating them up. They can be fixed. All you would have to do is take off those leaves and spray like a antifungal spray, and eventually it'll get back to normal. Now those were some of the common examples that I enjoyed and hope you did too. And now I will pass it on to my partner. Thank you.
What's up, everyone? My name is Daniel, and I'm going to do my presentation on Chytridium. What's up, everyone? My name is Daniel, and I'm going to be doing my presentation on Chytridium mycota, and I'm just going to be calling it CODA for short because it's such a long word. Okay, so when it comes down, and my question is to explain the reproduction necessities. Okay, so when it comes down to CODA, it actually reproduces with something that's called zoospores. And I'm just going to give you guys some visuals from the beginning, just so you guys know what's up. So that's a zoospore right there. And right here we got CODA. So, okay, it's just like that. Okay, so the correlation between both is that they reproduce with each other. And zoospores, okay, so how the reproduction goes through is that zoospores actually gets released and derived through mitosis, and that's how the correlation between both happen. Zoospores is a spore of a certain fungi. So that's like, yeah, I'm done.
Hi, my name is Samara, and I'm going to be talking about how phylum Chytridium is helpful and also harmful in today's society. So a little bit of background, like we already know, is that phylum Chytridium is dependent in the presence of water, and they live parasitically and saphoridically in the world. So One of the ways that phylum Chitridimycota is useful in today's world is they're decomposers. So they feed on decaying organisms. They're not as useful because they're more harmful than useful in today's world. A prime example of how phylum Chitridimycota is harmful in today's world is they have a disease from the classification that they come from. So one of the diseases is called chytromycosis, and it's the disease in amphibians, the fungal disease in amphibians that is found in the keratinated tissue of their mouths, of tadpoles mostly. One symptom of this disease is the thickening of the epidermis, also known as hyperkeratosis, in the mouth parts of tadpoles. So this causes several decline populations on several continents of the amphibians from this disease. Thank you guys for watching the video, and we hope you enjoyed.